Hey everyone, today we're going to be working on Chapter 2, Lesson 3, Day 2, writing two-step equations. Our objective is to write two-step equations that represent situations. Please make sure that you have something to write on, something to write with, and let's get started. I'm going to start things out by sharing a few examples, just as a review of what we talked about yesterday as to the process for writing an equation. First of all, coming up with our thought in words, following up with identifying a variable, and then finally writing the equation. So in this scenario, you buy 3 books that each cost the same amount and a magazine, all for $55.99. You know that the magazine costs $1.99. How much does each book cost? So first of all, we want to break this down into a short statement in words. 3 books and a magazine cost $55.99. For a variable, we're going to let B represent the cost of 1 book. And for the equation, we could come up with 3B plus $1.99 equals $55.99. So 3 books at a price that we don't know, that's why we have the variable B, plus $1.99 for the magazine equals $55.99. So once we've written the equation, then we go through the regular solving process. So we've got 3B plus $1.99 equals $55.99. We're going to subtract $1.99 from each side of the equal sign. We get 3B is equal to $54 or 54.00. And then finally, just like any other equation, we're going to divide by 3, which is the coefficient of B, on each side. And we get B is equal to 18. So in this case, we know that the books each cost $18. Example 4. A personal trainer buys a weight bench for $500 and W weights for $24.99 each. We're saying W weights because we don't know how many. The total cost of the purchase is $849.86. How many weights were purchased? So in words, we could write the phrase, the bench plus $24.99 per weight equals $849.86. We're going to let W represent the number of weights, just like we did here. And our equation would be 500, which is the fixed cost for the weight bench, plus $24.99 times each weight equals $849.86. So our equation is 500 plus 24.99W, which means $24.99 for each weight that we bought, equals $849.86. Same solution process. Subtract 500 from both sides to get that out of the equation and get W alone. Then we're left with 24.99W equals $349.86. Then I need to divide by what's in front of the variable, which is $24.99. So divide both sides by $24.99, and I get W equals 14. So 14 weights were purchased. Okay, now I'd like you to try this one on your own and come back and check your answer. So this equation reads, the current temperature is 54 degrees Fahrenheit. It's expected to rise 2.5 Fahrenheit each hour. In how many hours will the temperature be 84 degrees Fahrenheit? So to write this in words, we could say 54 degrees Fahrenheit plus 2.5 degrees Fahrenheit per hour equals 84 degrees Fahrenheit. And to identify our variable, we're going to identify hour. So the variable is going to be H, which stands for hour. And now we can write our equation. So I'm going to write this as 54 plus 2.5H, so 2.5 Fahrenheit per hour, is equal to 84 degrees. Now I just go through the regular solution process. I need to subtract 54 from both sides. I'm left with 2.5H is equal to 30, 84 minus 54. And then I divide by 2.5 on both sides. And 30 divided by 2.5 is 12. So the answer is 12 hours. Let's take a look at one more example. Your and your friend's lunch cost $19. Your lunch costs $3 more than your friend's. How much was your friend's lunch? Now this is a bit more complex because we have a couple of unknowns. So in words, we could say your friend's lunch plus your lunch equals $19. We're going to let F represent the cost of your friend's lunch. And the way we're going to have to write this, we're going to say F is the unknown for your friend's lunch. And then your lunch costs $3 more than your friend's. Since we don't know how much your friend's lunch is, we're going to use F for a variable there as well. So F plus 3 will stand for the cost of your lunch, equals 19. So now we write the equation. We've got F plus 3 equals 19. We can add like terms here. So we've got 2F plus 3 is equal to 19. Now we subtract the 3 from both sides. We get 2F is equal to 16. And then last but not least, we divide 2F and 16 by 2, and we get F is equal to 8. So your friend spent $8. And just want to point out again, since we did not know how much the friend's lunch cost, we had the friend's lunch, and then your lunch, which was the cost of your friend's, plus 3, because it was $3 more. So for tomorrow, your assignment is to work on problems 1 and 2. And I'd like you to have these 2 finished by the time you come to class tomorrow, because we're going to use these as a warm-up and review the process. So your assignment, once again, your assignment is problems number 1 and 2 for tomorrow. And you can do these in your notebook or in your whiteboard app.